Lulu, what up, dude? Long time no see. How are you doing? We are back here today in the A-10 Charlie 2 Tank Killer. We're going to go kill some tanks. And I've got what's become my default loadout now. Laser targeting pod, 6 AGM-65Ds, 4 GBU-38s, 1 CBU-97, and pod of laser rockets, which are freaking sweet. Did you get your computer built yet? What do you do with that? Battery, inverter, APU gen, arm the seat, and APU start. Master caution. Heck yeah. Here we go. It's on the bus. Go get anti-collision lights. Radios on, we're waiting for that stuff to happen. Here we go, good start. One stable engine. Before we start the other one, get the EGI, CDU, kick you on, and we'll start testing that. College you go to, and what are you studying? College was the best waste of 4 years of my life. And that's test in, get these guys on. Start engine number 1.
Pull up, pull up.
Okay.
Altitude, altitude.
Load all. Thanks. Year subject engineering. That's what my sister's field is. What type of engineering? 2 good starts, boys. We did it. The anti-skid on, engine start cycle. Wait for that to go off. It is off. APU can come off. APU gen
1-1, airborne.
can come off. Alright, so those guys are all loaded. One thing that I like to do, which is up to your preference, I guess, go to inventory, CBU, CBU 97. Down here, the HOF, height of function. This is where the canister explodes, and I kind of find that having it about 1,200 feet is pretty efficient, and it doesn't spread out too far. If you had like a whole bunch of targets over a large area, I'd probably set it for a little higher. Load that, then go back to your Dismas page, and then go to Profiles, CBU 97, View Profile, and change the mode to CCRP, so we don't have to use our reticle. You just use the lines that we get on the HUD there. Save that. Cars, planes, and trains, my dude. There you go. We'll go to the Maverick page, get the electro-optical system aligning, and then switch it over to CDU. See how our alignment is doing there. 2.1, waiting for 4.0. Pressure is set on the altimeter. Let's go targeting pod on. Laser, we'll leave that safe for now, and we're done with our test. No failures found. Exit. Exit, and A-10C to normal. Freaking easy. Nose wheel steering on, and I'll turn on some lights. It's evening time. Not sure how long this is going to take us. Kind of a cool livery. Double check, takeoff trim is set, and we'll go ahead and set flaps for takeoff. Probably forgetting something else. The only thing left on the annunciator is EAC and nav, which gotta wait for our alignment, which is almost done, 3.5, and we can get out of here. So we are in Al Dhafra Air Force Base, and we are supposed to fly to Al Ain, where we're going to attack some ground troops there and allow our Allied convoy to get in there and take over the base. Mission, there's some AAA, no SAMs, no air threats. 3.9. Bam, there we go. Nav. EGI steer points. Set you to flight plan. And we'll go waypoint 1. EAC switch down here, and all the annunciator lights are out, ready to taxi. Let's go. Can't complain. Can't complain. Got one more written test on Monday, and then a couple more flights. I'll get my endorsement for my flight instructor certificate, and then I can start working, finally, as a real pilot boy. Sick of taking tests, though. Jesus. What is the GCSE? Hold it short here. Do some flight control test. Free and correct. Big test to leave school, I mean before you get a degree. Does anyone like taking tests? I don't think so. Let's go. Clear final. Spool it up, temperatures, pressures, looking good. Brakes. Airspeed's alive. 70 knots. And 140. Tapping the brakes, gear coming up. And flaps up.
Rolling.
That's nice. If I fail maths and English, I have to redo them in college. Oh, I gotcha. I don't know, how does college there is like the 1-year program, and you guys call university what you would normally do here in the 4-year school, is that right? If I remember correctly. Get turned on course here.
Wheels up.
College is the thing you do after you leave secondary school. You mean high school. Come on, man, I need a translator in here.
Rejoin.
Yeah, where you at, bud? Oh, I see him back there. Let's get this thing trimmed. I think best climb is 180.
Focus 1-1. Passing waypoint 3 at 18,000.
There we go, 7,000. That's probably good enough. I think that'll generally keep you above AAA. Not sure exactly what the absolute ceiling is for those guys. 7 will do it. Hopefully we'll be able to hit them from outside of their lateral range anyway. There we go. Elementary school is primary school. You guys don't have middle school, so is it just primary, secondary? Because we have elementary, middle school, high school, and then college. Or as you guys would say, university. So I'm using waypoint 1 to kind of get us in an angle that's going to make it easier to hopefully attack most of the armor in one go here. So we're going to fly to waypoint 1, and I think it's another 40 miles from there. So 26 miles to our first steer point, and then we'll be direct to the airport. Fake Dude, welcome. So you go to secondary school, and that for us would be the equivalent of like seven years age different. Because for us, here it's 6th, 7th, and 8th in middle school, and then 9th through 12th in high school. Is that about the same for you guys? So definitely, I would not want my kids going to school at 11 years old with 17-year-olds. Hell no. That's what it's like. You get bullied by the older kids? I guess you're the older kid now. You a bully? Get this thing armed, master. Let's go, Maverick. You are ready. Master mode for CCRP, and we will select the Mavericks. We're good. That's bullying, you bully. Leah likes planes. Also, take note of the ground speed now in this configuration, or airspeed. So we're at 260, about 260 indicated with all this stuff. And what's my fan RPM? About 90. So see, that's like clean on the way home. I have the hardest time trimming these things. Like, I mean, that's one little tap on the trim control moves it that much, which seems like a lot. It's either too much or too little. Willis, thanks, buddy. Welcome. All right, 6.9. We'll go ahead and turn direct to waypoint 2, which is the airport. Where we're gonna go murder things. Turn on our helmet display here. Murder time. 29 miles. Grade 6 to grade 10. So you guys go, so when you're saying college, you have like a 1-year thing that's like, when you go 16 to 17 years old. For us, that age would just be, you'd be like a senior in high school. All right, let's see what we can find down here. I want to take out the AAA first, so that's our priority. Which looks like you boys. Point track, thanks. Hold that up, and then if we switch to the Mavericks, there we go. Going to college at 16. So yeah, you guys basically go for the extra year, which by the time that you go to quote-unquote university, the same age as us.
Focus 1-1, passing waypoint.
Honestly,
4
it's probably a better
20,000.
system where you get like 1 year to actually study something that you want to major in before you actually are committed to it. But I don't know, I didn't know what I wanted to do when I went to school. Originally, I was going to be a doctor, and then I sat into one biochem class, and I was like, peace, see ya. I can't do math. Then studied English, comparative literature and history. Got a degree in that, and now I'm a pilot. Didn't, paid for a bunch of nothing that I didn't use. I did teach English for 10 years, though. So I guess it helped in that regard. It's true, but if you start accruing credits towards something, they might not necessarily carry over to another major if you switch. You know what I mean? Alright, 18.7 to that target. I think the range is like 9. We're getting there.
Focus 1-1 on station at Bulls 241 for 110 at 20,000.
I'm still fighting the trim on this. So that's too much. It's going to push the velocity vector below the horizon. There it goes. If I go back the other way, it's going to keep rising. It needs to be more granular. Like smaller inputs when you press the button once. It's super frustrating. Try not to use the autopilot, because that is for pussies. That's kind of like, I guess, what would be the equivalent of the SAT or something for us, right? So you take the SAT, which gives you a certain score, and depending on what your score is, it basically determines what schools you're going to be able to apply to or get accepted to. There's other aptitude tests and stuff to see what you're best at. But I mean, like for me, for example, language is my strong point. Math was always a weak point, but I ended up being a pilot anyway. You know what I mean? Doesn't really determine anything for you. All right, we're coming up on the max range for the Mavericks here, so I'm going to switch over and see if we can get a lock on this guy in just a second. And I'm going to start slowing down, actually. I'm going to go flight idle.
Contact air defense target.
Bitch!
1-1.
I seen him. Lock it.
Now, contact target. 12 o'clock. 1-10.
Rifle! Where's your friend?
Now, contact armored target. 12 o'clock. 1-1.
Maverick, slave it over there, zoom in, lock onto him, rifle. Bye! I'll look for some tanks. Like you. See, this is the hard part with the AGM-65Ds, with light posts around the tanks and stuff like that. With the optical system, it's hard to actually get a lock on them. That looks right. There's more tanks. I don't know where they're at. Boys. Boys. Whoop. That's one. Let's climb back up before anybody starts shooting. I know there's one more piece of armor down there somewhere. That's how you do it. Five blasts, 5 pieces of armor in one go. Yeah, bitch. We still have 1 Maverick, 4 GBU-38s, a CBU-97, and some rockets. Make this our sensor of interest. The targeting pod over there. Probably should turn our anti-collision lights off. A nice juicy target. Did you choose the rest? Are you talking about when you get to college? Or you still do this in secondary school? It's a range down there. 3.7, that's enough. We get some liberty. You get to choose some classes in school, but obviously a few are mandatory. I'm gonna come back to the south and then turn north on him, I guess. He's right behind a tree. That ain't gonna do. That'll do. Slow it down. He's locking something next to him. Get the tank, you bitch. Screw it. If there's that guy next to him, it'll probably still kill him. Let's see. Nope. You can either drop a bomb on him or hit him with some cannons. Lean toward the cannon. Gun pack, switch to guns. Got our reticle. We go too far out. So the max range I think is 2 miles. We're at 2.4. Flight idle. And I don't think that you can use, at least in the earlier iterations of the A-10C2, you could not use the air brakes while you were trying to employ the gun. Not sure if that's still the case. I don't even know if these do anything to a tank. I might actually have to drop a bomb on him.
Pull up. Pull up.
Alright, we got a little bit of damage.
Altitude. Altitude.
Oh shit, he's gonna damage us. You know what? We'll just drop a bomb on him. CCRP GPU 38. We moved. 1.6. Waiting for that range marker to come down inside the bracket. Manual release pickle. See ya. Let's do autopilot here. 기사 안녕. 기분이 어때? It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. Are you serious? Disengage. Back to guns. Now I'm angry. A Maverick missed. Guns didn't do jack on the first pass. Just wasted a 500-pound bomb on him. Dude, come to America. Take some flight lessons, bud. Where is he?
Pull up. Pull up.
No idea where he even is. Run away. Is he... Didn't shoot at me. Maybe he's dead. Oh, did you get the flight factor 320? Kind of missed some of the planes in X-Plane. My favorite was the Fly J Sims, the 727 and the 732. Those were tits. Alright, we're gonna try to get this guy with a bomb again. Hopefully, gonna do better than the first pass. He's just laughing at us down there. In range, take two, bombs away. What is RKSS? Which airports are this? RKPC, I don't remember. Chill down. Gimpo to, Jeju-do, okay. Finally. Oh yeah, I know Gimpo. Sometimes if I'd fly back to Seoul, if I was too lazy to take a train back to Ulsan, I would fly from Gimpo to Ulsan. But it was like an hour train ride from Incheon to Gimpo, which is kind of a pain in the ass. Alright, it's got some helicopters over here to kill, and that's pretty much it. Got two GBU-38s, one CBU-90. Let's go with a CBU-97 on this one. If I can, it might be kind of close to do this. Let's see what we can get. Point track, there we go. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. Hold in the button. Pickle. See how that does. Die, commie scum. Dude, that's badass. CBU 97s. Now we got left CBU, we got 2 GBU 38s. And some rockets. Plus guns. Should make this a little bit less bright too. Stats. HMCS. Night. That'll work. Just tell him to start going after ground targets too, because he's as loaded as I am. He hasn't done anything. You're worthless, bud. I also have not had good success. Like in the F-18, you can target something with the targeting pod, and as soon as you drop the GBU-38, you can go ahead and go to the next one. It kind of puts that thing in there to the bomb head and it just goes after it, but I can't seem to do that with the A-10. I gotta wait until it hits. Bombs away. Let's go switch this to just altitude hold. It'll start turning us around. Bye! Good luck, my friend. That feels good. Later, Lulu. See you, buddy. Good luck. KFC and Uber Eats. Why do I don't understand why foreigners like KFC so much. Koreans too, man. Koreans love some KFC. Cozy Pataman. Welcome, dude. Look at that, we were right inside our zone there. 3 miles. Oh, almost. It's not bad. There's better fried chicken out there. Wait, 2 miles. Bombs away. That was the last one. Get it in the bank. Autopilot and murder. I guess that's probably true. When I think of foreign cuisine, I don't necessarily think of, what do you guys have, fish and chips? Good combination, I like it, but it's not the most exhilarating thing. Hello. Another one, just 2 more helicopters left. Like I said, I like fish and chips, it's just, it's not the most exciting thing. How about some laser rockets? Let's get our laser turned on. Code 1688. UK McDonald. What's different about UK McDonald's? I don't believe that. You a damn lie, boy. Do they have fish and chips at McDonald's in the UK? Want to get the laser going. Oh shit, wrong button. Get him on the next pass. It's 3 in the morning and craving a Big Mac. The good thing is you can get that stuff delivered from McDonald's in Korea, right? 24 hours a day. I never did it because I feel like abusing that would be too tempting. You could wake up with a hangover or something on a Sunday and like, fuck it, I'm just gonna eat McDonald's all day. Denied monkey, welcome dude. Slow it down. Laser is shooting. Why does it keep doing that? Like rolls when you roll out on it. I imagine it's mostly the same now with Uber Eats and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Is there one more guy down here that gotta die, or we get them all? I think that's it. Although I don't think anyone could possibly beat Korea in terms of delivery food. What was it, the Korean delivery app, Yogyo, and there was another one that I got later. Oh, infantry, there we go. See if we can find them. Bidai Mintok, that's the one that everyone used. Switched to towards the end. Yogyo kind of sucked. What are we doing on fuel? 8,400.
Altitude, altitude.
Oh, there's our boys right there. Give them some flares. Do speak Korean a little bit. I used to live there for a long time. Are you Korean? Let's go back to base. Korean, it's kind of difficult, but you can learn the language, and I mean, to read it, you can learn it in like a day. Because it's phonetic, and I think there's, what, 22 characters? Everybody's dead. It's nighttime. Anti-collisions. Nav lights. Now the FAA is pleased. Yeah, I just saw it pop up. I'll check it in a second. I'll make fun of you in a minute. Alright, climb back to 7,000. What were we doing before? 90% RPM, which is kind of where we're at. Climb full power. 90% RPM. We were getting 260 indicated. Let's see what we do now with nothing. In fact, I could probably jettison those racks too. Oh, I still have one rocket. What a waste. The good thing, I mean, it's like the United States too, with the UK, is that you have so many mixed cultures there and stuff. You guys can get anything that you want there too. Alright, there's 7,073. Let's go 90% RPM. See what indicated airspeed we get now. I'm guessing it's going to be close to 300. $270, climbing. Does not look fast though. Boy, I'm just going to tell him to go RTB.
Flight, RTB. Copy.
Gonna beat him there, definitely.
RTB.
On formation lights 2, just in case. We're at 288, 287. I'm not like super familiar with the A-10. There's got to be a way that you can see your ground speed somewhere, right? I would guess it'd be on this page. Maybe over here. Take your time, bud. Magnetic heading? No. Waypoint. Let me turn on the autopilot so I don't crash. See, I mean, it's got your magnetic variation and stuff. It's got to be somewhere in here. Show me my freaking ground speed. I don't know. Somebody can tell me in the comments. Call the tower. Actually do this the right way.
In field 1-1, inbound. Enfield 1-1, fly heading 257, Fort 16, QFE 29.87, runway 31, to pattern altitude.
2987, runway 31, 250 for 16. 257 for 16. 안녕. 잘 자. You can actually see the plane being pushed sideways across the ground. Definitely a good little crosswind here. How is Call of Duty Cold War? What kind of shooters are you into? I mean, Call of Duty is kind of like mainstream arcadey stuff, but are you into more hardcore things too? Because if you are, once you get your computer built, you should check out Escape from Tarkov. That's pretty much the only first-person shooter that I play now. We're going to take 3-1 right. That's where we took off from. So check out some videos of Escape from Tarkov. Arma 3 DCS, which flights? Oh, Flight Sim 2020.
Enfield 1-1. Cleared for visual. Contact tower.
Okay.
Enfield 1-1. Request landing. Enfield 1-1. Cleared to land. Runway 31. Wind 308 at 4 meters per second.
4 meters per second, so 8 knots. Rusty! Welcome, dude. Just in time for the end. Trying to get on speed.
Altitude, altitude.
Especially at night when you can't see anything. Turn some floods on, but I got my hands full at the moment here. Uno momento. There we go. Flight idle. Flaps up. T16,000 with the pedals and the throttle. Alright, where's the flood here? Turn it on.
Enfield 1-1. Taxi to parking area.
Gravy burger? Dude, that sounds gross. A gravy burger from KFC. That was delivered to you, right? So it was probably not super hot when it came out of the bag. Rusty, do you have a joystick now or no? I think this one, my T-16,000 might be on its last legs. It keeps doing this thing where, like, without any input, all of a sudden the plane will register that you've got, like, a lot of right aileron. So I don't know if some of the sensors are breaking, and it feels like some of the springs are starting to wear out or something. So I might be having to get a new one here in a moment anyway. It's a good stick for the price, though.